tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So in the morning we have started to learn how to develop the Dhammavijaya, the Sambhujjhanga. So the first one is Vutu Visita Kiriya. So we have to clean the body and the things which are connected to the body. The second is Indriya Samadha Padiparana. The third is. So Indriya Samadha Padiparana is to balance so Indriyas or faculties, especially so Samadhi and Viriya, the Saddha and Pinya Indriya, these Indriyas should be balanced. Now the next one is Dopyanya Bogula Privichana. So Dopyanya Bogula, so what kind of person is called the Dopyanya? Who has no knowledge of the Khanda Ayatana Dhatu. So especially the knowledge here in the Saddha Bhujangas, the knowledge which knows Khanda Ayatana Dhatu. So like the Adagilambhatani Yoga or Kamasukhaligani Yoga, such a knowledge of the 37 Bodhipakya Dhammas called intelligent. So Benya Wenda Bogula Sewana. So Benya Wenda Bogula here means, according to the commentary, so Sama Benya the Lakana Brika Hikaya, Uriya Bia Benya Ya Samana Gada Bogula Sewana. So, the person who has attained Uriyabhaya Jnana, so such a person is called Pinyawanda Bogula. So he may not attain the BA degree or MA degree or PhD degree. It doesn't matter. So who knows? So Uriyabhaya, who attains the knowledge of rising, despairing. Such a person is called Pinyawada Bogula. The Dopyanya Bogula Privajana is abstaining. Abstaining the person who is ignorant. The Pinyawada Bogula Sevana following the person who is intelligent. Pinyawada Bogula Sevana. Gambira Jnana Chriya Pijavakhana. So Gambira here means the deep. The Jnana is knowledge. Jnana is a knowledge. This Jnana is like connected to the contemplation. Like he used to contemplate the nature of the Khanda and so on. Gambira Jnana Chariya Bijwakhana. Gambirisu Khanda Disu Buddhaya, Gambira Pinyaya, Pabita Bijwakhana. Tadadi Mudada, that he has inclination, he is inclined to have Penya or wisdom. So in the morning also we have seen the Tadadi Mudada, how to divide? Tam Adimodada, Adimodi. The meaning is inclination. Okay. Now we are going to study about how to develop Viriya Samujjhanga. So the 10 reasons, the 10 causes to develop Viriya Samujjhanga. The first one is Abhaya Bhaya Bijokhana. Abaya baya bijokhana ta also we can say. Abaya baya bijokhana. So we will think about the danger to be born in the woeful state. So how to develop a viriya? By contemplating. If someone is born, someone were to be born in the woeful state. At that time, we cannot develop such a viriya sambhojjhanga. Like in the woeful state, like as a hungry ghost, they are always hungry. Their life is full of miseries. In the abhaya, the other day also I had explained how big the suffering is in the woeful state. They don't have time to think about kusalas. So as a hungry ghost or as a being who is suffering in the abhaya, they could not do anything kusalas. Now this is at the time. So the yogi or the bhikkhu encourage himself. For example, like so Vadatabari Dukkha Nubhavana Kali Bi Nasaka Viriya Sambhojjhanga Upadedo. It is not possible. We could not to develop Viriya Sambhojjhanga when we are in the woeful state, in the in the abhaya, in the hungry ghost realm or in the hell. Yamiwa de Bhikkhu Kalo, this is the time. Because after death in this life, how can we know we are not be born in the woeful state? We cannot know. So even though we have done a lot of kusala karmas, if some akusala karmas have a chance to give result, at that time some people, even though they have done a lot of kusala karma in this life, but this kusala karma will give him a good result. But because of akusala karma, maybe which has been done in the one of the past life, have a chance opportunity to give him the result. As a result, he is born in the woeful state. So because of this, if someone is to be born in the woeful state, he cannot have any chance to develop a viriya sambhojjhanga. So now it is the chance. Every time is opportunity. Every time is the chance. We should develop viriya sambhojjhanga. So such a way we can encourage ourselves to develop viriya sambhojjhanga. Now, the next one is Gamana Viti. Gamana Viti Pijuakanata or Gamana Viti Pijuakana. So Gamana Viti Pijuakanada is the path. Gamana is going. Viti is the path. The path where the Buddha and Buddha Savaka, Buddha and Pajega Buddha used to walk, used to tread. Such a path is called Gamanaviti. So he encouraged himself, one encouraged himself. By being lazy, one cannot attain the 9 Lokuttara Dhammas. One cannot attain the Sotapatti Magga Jnana, Sakaragami Magga Jnana, Anagami Magga Jnana, Arhata Magga Jnana, because of laziness. So the lazy person cannot attain anything. So in the Asian Buddhas, Vajrasattva Buddhas, they have done a great effort. They have made great effort. Because of great effort, they have attained such a Sabhyuta Jnanas. Every jnanas are attained because of effort, because of viriyas. So in one of the explanation of the Buddha, the Bodhisattvas of viriyas, in one of the commentaries, it is mentioned that, so how the Buddha's viriya, the Bodhisattva's viriya, or their chanta, desire to be a Buddha, how big it is, how strong it is. It is explained in one of those commentaries. The commentary said, for example, this planet, this the whole world system, and this the whole planet is covered with charcoals, embers. So embers, charcoals, all of the whole planet, from the east to the west, from the north to the south, the whole area is covered with fire. So you can imagine how the big this planet is, this world is. So if someone asks the Bodhisattva, okay, if you can cross from this side to the another side, if you reach another side, you will be a Buddha. You will attain the Dr.Nodhiñāna. If someone says to him, if he believes like this, then he will cross the whole planet, even though it is full of fires. This, very strong, very persistent viriya, energy, effort. Because of this viriyas, those ancient Buddhas, Vajjika Buddhas, Agasavakas are great disciples, Mahasavakas, Arhantas, they attained Sayadaw and so on. That they also attained abhinyas, psychic powers. This viriya is their gamana viti. What is a gamana? Going. Okay. Now I told you already. Gamana is derived from the kachati. Gamana is going. The viti is the path. By this path, by this viriya path, all of the Asian Buddhas, Vajjika Buddhas, treaded, walked. So only by this energy, only by this viriya, they attained Dr.Nodhiñāna. They became a Buddha. They became Arhantas. Without viriya, no one can get anything. So in this way, by contemplating the gamana viti, we can encourage, we can develop our viriya samujjhangas. This is the second point. The first point is, by contemplating abhaya bhaya, we can encourage, we can make our viriya strong. By contemplating the gamana viti, we can make our viriya to be strong. Now the next one is Pinda Pada Pichiva Apajayanata. So Pinda Pada Apajayanata is a Pinda Pada is food. It is especially for the monks. The monks are dependent on the offerings or donations offered by the people. The monks should respect to those donations, those offerings. So because of the people offer the monks believe Noah Lokutra Dhammas. Those monks are the well-practiced, well-learned, the priyati, well-practiced samatha and vipassana meditations. Those monks are well-attained Pativeda or Mega Jnana and Phala Jnana. Anyway, the life of the monk is connected to the 9 Lokutra Dhammas. They believe in the Buddha and Dhamma and Sangha. Because of those beliefs, they offered food to the monks. Because of this, by respecting those foods, those alms food, those donations given by lay people, the people means anywhere, in certain country or in one country or in another country. In this way, the monks should encourage himself, or we should make effort. We are offered by those people the food, the dwelling place, robes, robe, the medicine and stuffs. These are offered because of belief in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. They offered as because, not because they are our brother, they are our parents. The people who offered us is not our relatives, not our brother, not our mother and father, but they believe in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha and the 9 Lokuttara Dhammas. Because of this, they offered as such donations. By respecting the faith, Saddha of the people, as a monk, they should make their effort to be strong. Pinda Bada, Abajayanata. Now the next one is Dhayeja Mahadatta. So Dhayeja, what is a Dhayeja? It is called inheritance. Inheritance. So inheritance is mother and father. The parents died. They left the money, the properties, the assets. They are called inheritance, Dhayeja. This Dhayeja is left by the Buddha. Satu Dhayeja. Who's Dhayeja? Satu means the Buddha. Dhayeja is inheritance. This Dhamma, now we are learning, we are practicing. This Dhamma is left by the Buddha. This Dhamma is also called Satu Dhayeja. This inheritance is the greatest in the world. We are, as a monk, they are very lucky to have such an inheritance. By understanding such a greatest inheritance, the monks should make effort. The monks should encourage. The monks should make their effort, their virya to be stronger. Dhayeja Mahata. Now the next one is Satu Mahata. The Satu here means the teacher. The teacher means the Lord Buddha. So all of the bhikkhus are the son of the Buddha. So we have to think about how great the Buddha is, how great our teacher is. When the Buddha came out of mother's womb, when the Buddha was given birth, at that time the whole planet system, the whole world system shaken. When he attained the enlightenment, when he expounded the Dhammacakka Buddhana Sutta, in those occasions, all the worlds were trembling. So his Samayutta Jnana, omniscient one. So his Desana Kusala, skillfulness at preaching, so his great compassion, Mahakaruna. So all of the Buddha's attributes should be remembered. So we, as a monk, the monks are proud because they are the son of the Buddha. So the father Buddha is not lazy, but the sons are very lazy. It should not be like this. Because the Satu of the teacher is very energetic, very diligent, the Buddha's effort is the greatest in the world. So by imitating his effort, so we should make our effort to be stronger. This is also one of the techniques to develop, to increase the energy or effort. Now the next one is Jati Mahada Pijavakana. So Jati Mahada Pijavakana is, Jati is birth, greatness by birth. That the Buddhas, so Rahula, Rahula is the son of the Buddha. Those monks are also related to the Buddha and his son Rahula. So even though we are born before we became a monk, we are the son of some families. As soon as we became a monk, we are the son of the Buddha. So our birth is very great. So as the person who has a great rebirth, great birth, they should be energetic. They should not be lazy. We can think about like this. By thinking like this also, we can encourage, we can make our effort to be stronger. This is a Jati Mahata. So how many we have already known? Abhaya, Bhaya, Pachawakana, Jadi Mahada, the last one is Jadi Mahada, Pachwakanata. Now the next one is Sabrahma Jari Mahada Pachwakanata. Okay. So Sabrahma Jari. So we have already known the meaning of this word. What is the meaning of this word? I think now for the time being we should be energetic, not to be sleepy. So Sabrahma Jari means Sabrahmajari means the people, the ones with whom we practice holy life. The people, the monks especially, the monks, bhikkhus, bhikkhunis, with them, with whom we practice holy life. This is called Sabrahmajari. So in the list of the Sabrahmajari, how many people, how many kinds of people are included? Like Venerable Sariputta also included. Venerable Mahagasva, Venerable Mahamoggallana. So such Arhantas also, even though they pass away, they have entered into the pre-Nibbana, but they can be counted as a Sabrahmajari, a Siddhi Mahasavaka. So those Arhantas, how great are they? So we are following their path. So yesterday also I talked about the great effort of the Venerable Bhakula. So how energetic they are. So how they attain the mega empire, how they fulfilled their paramis in the past lives. So by contemplating like this also, now we are the ones who follow their path. Not only the monks, the upasakas, upasikas, all of them have followed their path. So contemplating their attributes, now we are the same, we are the people who are going the same way with them. But actually we don't attain the mega phala, but we are following their path. Because of this, these holy companions are great. Their greatness we should think about. By contemplating the greatness of those holy companions, we can increase our viriya. Sabrahmajari Mahata. Now the next one is Arada Viriya Pugala Sevanata. The Kusita Pugala Privijanata. Kusita, what is Kusita? Lazy. So by avoiding the lazy persons, if you are associating, if you are making friends with a lazy person, soon you will be lazy. That is, I'm sure. Maybe you may try. So you may try. Now, you may pick up one of the laziest persons, around you. You make friends with him. Maybe 2 months later, this laziness will easily spread to you. So, Arada Viriya Pugala Sevanata. Arada Viriya Pugala Sevanata. by following the ones who are energetic, who is diligent. So in this way, we can increase our effort. The most important thing is we should have inclination to be energetic person. We should have inclination to be the one who has strong virya. We should admire the people who are energetics. We should admire, we should respect, we should, revere the ones who are diligent, who are endowed with a great effort. Whenever we hear the persons who are endowed with great effort, we should admire. If we admire the lazy persons, we will be lazy persons. If we revere lazy persons, we will be lazy persons. So the virya is automatically not included, not associated with us. So we make ourselves to be energetic or to be diligent. So laziness naturally is born with us. We don't need to teach it how to be lazy, So, but it is important. We have to teach how to be energetic, how to be vigilant. Laziness, no need to teach, no need to learn laziness from anyone. As soon as we came out of our mother's womb, so we are ready to be lazy. We don't want to do. We are lazy. We want to lie down in the bed a long time, for example. As long as we have chance. Okay, now I wanted to read the 10 causes of the Virya Sambhojjhanga. Okay, now we are going to study the next one. Okay, now the next point is Piti Sambojanga. So Piti is a rapture. So when we have Piti in ourselves, that is at the best. We are happy all the time. But we want to be happy. But sometimes the happiness cannot be attained naturally. We need to develop this piti. So according to the commentaries, to develop piti, the rapture, so he indicates such a technique. The first one is Buddha-Nusati, the development of the attributes of the Buddha. By remembering the Buddha's attributes, we can develop our piti sambojjhanga. So how to develop Buddha-Nusati Bhavana? Have you practiced Buddha-Nusati Bhavana? Buddha-Nusati Bhavana, Dhamma-Nusati Bhavana, Sangha-Nusati Bhavana, and so on. Have you developed? Have you practiced Buddha-Nusati Bhavana? So, okay, Buddha-Nusati Bhavana is developed, is like we know the Arham, Arham Sama Sambuddha, Vijayacharana Sambuddha, and so on, 9 attributes of the Buddha. So, the one who wants to develop this Buddha-Nusati Bhavana, he needs to remember this Arham. So, while closing his eyes, and then he sit down, keep his, the spine is straight, cross-legged. Then he remembers that the Buddha's attributes, especially based on the 9 attributes. The other attributes that you can remember, so in your mind you should recite Arahant. So Arahant together with the meaning, the worthy one. Okay? So Arahant you recite, at the same time you know the meaning, the worthy one. So what is the worthy one? He should be penetrated by the human beings and deities. So like Arahant also, the other meaning of the Arahant, he is free from, he liberates from all around the sansaras. He has been away all kilesas. He has cut off all the kilesas. Arahant. So such a attribute that you should remember. In this way, when you are remembering a long time, after a long time, your mind is more and more concentrated on the Arahant. Not only the Arahant, you should remember Sama Sambuddha, Vijayacharana Sampanna, Sugata, and so on. Those attributes that you should remember gradually. In this way, if you develop like this, it is a Buddha-Nusati Bhavana. After 2 or 3 days later, maybe you practice 1 hour a day. After 2 or 3 days later, your mind will be more and more pure. That you can increase your rapture piti also. So because of this, many commentaries, not only in the commentaries, in the canonical text also, it recommends the yogis to develop Buddha-Nusati Bhavana. Sometimes when you are practicing inside meditation or tranquil meditation, sometimes you feel depressed. Your mind is imbalanced. Maybe you are bored with your kammatthana, your meditation. At that time, many Sayadaws also recommend the students to practice Buddha-Nusati. So Buddha-Nusati Bhavana is one of the refreshment. By developing Buddha-Nusati Bhavana, we can refresh our mind. We have more, as chandas, viriyas, we can increase our chanda to develop meditation, our viriya, we can increase. So because of this, piti sambojjhanga, one of those bhavanas is, to develop one of those bhavana is Buddha-Nusati. Okay, Dhamma-Nusati also write down. Dhamma-Nusati, I cannot write in the whiteboard. The Sangha-Nusati. Sila Nosati, Jaga Nosati, Devada Nosati. So what is a Devada Nosati? So Devada Nosati, it doesn't mean that you remember the deities, It doesn't mean. The deities are some people are born as a deity because of their kusala karmas, dana sila bhavana. Because they have done the dana sila bhavana in the past life. Now they are to be born in the deity's life. Now you have done also, you have your own kusala karma like a dana sila bhavana. So you remember your dana sila bhavana and you remember their dana sila bhavana. So those deities, they have done dana. So as a result, they are born as a deity. Now I have also done the dana. So I will be born as a deity. So by contemplating the benefit, the result of the dana, we have more, strong inclination to make such a kusala karma. The Devada Nosati. The next one is the Upasama Nosati. Upasama Nosati. So Upasama means the Nibbana. But we cannot take the Nibbana as our object, we cannot take Nibbana as our object. We cannot directly see the Nibbana. But we can imagine how peaceful Nibbana is. In this way, we can increase our chanda and viriya to attain the Nibbana. So Upasama Nosati, okay, the bright time.